Now let's see about task type 3. It is a sentence completion. You can find a passage, or it may be given in the form of a table sometimes. And there are different forms, like sometimes they give different list of words, or you need to choose the words, appropriate words from the passage and fill the blanks. Now I'm going to give an example, 2 different examples, and explain how to find out the answer. Questions 1 to 7. Complete the summary below using words from the box. Note: you may use any word more than once. Hope you remember I explained in introductory session. Now read the instructions carefully. They tell you how to answer. Whether you can use one phrase or word only once, or you can use it more than once, or sometimes you may not use all the words, you may leave some words or phrases. The instructions clearly tell you how to answer and what to answer. Suppose it is short answer question, instructions give you the word limit, either to write 2 words or 3 words, or not more than 4 words. But usually the word limit do not cross more than 3. Fine, now let's see. Read the passage. In the experiment described in part 2, a set of word dash was used to investigate whether perceive the symbolism in abstract dash in the same way. Subjects were asked which word fitted best with a circle and which with a square. From the dash volunteers, everyone thought a circle fitted soft while a square fitted hard. However, only 51% of the dash volunteers assigned a circle to dash. When the test was later repeated with dash volunteers, it was found that they made dash choices. Look at the list of words now. Associations: blind, deep, hard, 100, identical, pairs, shapes, sighted, similar, shallow, soft, and words. Now you need to select the answer for these blank spaces using the words which are given in this list. And our task is, hope you remember, you need to locate the paragraph in the passage where it is given. It is already given in the experiment described in part 2. So you need not go to part 1. You need to read. You can straight away start from part 2 of the passage now. Let's start reading. Part 2, we have found that the blind understand other kinds of visual metaphors as well. One blind woman drew a picture of a child inside a heart. Choosing that symbol, she said, to show that love surrounds the child. With Chang Hong Liu, a doctoral student from China, I have begun exploring how well blind people understand the symbolism. Behind shapes such as hearts that do not directly represent their meaning. We have a list of 20 pairs of words to sighted subjects and asked them to pick from each pair the term that best related to a circle and the term that best related to a square. For example, we asked, what goes with soft, a circle or a square? Which shape goes with hard? All our subjects deemed that the circle soft and the square hard. A full 94% ascribed happy to the circle instead of sad. But other pairs revealed less agreement. 79 matched fast to slow and weak to strong respectively, and only 51% linked deep to circle and shallow to square. When we tested our totally blind volunteers using the same list, we found that their choices closely resembled those made by the sighted subjects. Hope you understood. What we have read in the question is a summary of this, what exactly is given here. Now we are going to find out the missing words. Coming to the question, in the experiment described in part 2, a set of word dash was used to investigate. Here just find out where the word is, where the phrase word is used. Take some time to just skim it fast. We gave a list of 20 pairs of words. There is a word pairs here. Is it? That's the answer for question number 1. In the experiment described in part 2, a set of word pairs was used to investigate whether blind and sighted people perceive the symbolism in abstract dash in the same way. Now think to represent what they have conducted the experiment. Let's continue to read now. We gave a list of 20 pairs of words to sighted subjects and asked them to pick from each pair the term that best related to a circle and then the term that best related to a square. For example, we asked, what goes with soft, a circle or a square? Which shape goes with hard? All subjects deems the circle soft and the square hard. Alright, we got the answer for question 1 now. Continue to read. In the experiment described in part 2, a set of word pairs was used to investigate whether blind and sighted people perceive the symbolism in abstract dash in the same way. What it can be? I have begun exploring how well blind people can understand the symbolism behind shapes. There is a word here, shapes. So that's the answer for question 2. Subjects were asked which word fitted the best with a circle and which with a square. From the dash volunteers, you can take volunteers as a keyword now. Come to the first sentence again. We gave a list of 20 pairs of words to sighted subjects. Here, subjects come instead of the word volunteers. I repeatedly told you in introduction you cannot expect the same word always. There can be a synonymous words. Here subject in the sense the people who volunteered themselves to experiment with. That means sighted volunteers. That is the answer for question 3. From the sighted volunteers, everyone thought a circle fitted soft while a square fitted hard. However, 51% of the dash volunteers. Now just quickly skim where is 51%. You can take this as a keyword because it is easy to locate. It's a number. Yeah, here it is. And only 51% linked deep to circle and shallow to square. That means you can make out these 51% also belong to sighted volunteers. Means they are not blind people. As it is mentioned in the instruction, you can use one word more than once. The answer for even fourth question is sighted. 51% of the sighted volunteers assigned a circle to the same sentence. You can get the answer for even question number 5. Read it once again. And only 51% linked deep to circle. Assigned a circle to deep. This is the answer for question number 5. When the test was later repeated with dash volunteers. So far we have seen about the experiment being done with sighted volunteers. So what could be the other group? The writer, he is doing his experiment with the blind people. So when later it was repeated with blind volunteers, it was found that they made dash choices. Now let's find out what it could be. What is the result? When we tested 4 totally blind volunteers using the same list, we found that their choices, even you can take the word choice as a keyword, choices closely resembled those made by the sighted subjects. Resembled. Just find out, is there any word which can match resemble, which is synonymous? Resemble. It is similar, right? That's the answer for question number 7. This is how you need to work out in reading test. You cannot always expect the same word to be in the question as well as in the passage. You need to make out the meaning and find out the right answer.